You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
Genuine question, and there's literally only one right answer. So if you get this wrong, this could legit be the last episode of Go Time Dolphins.
That's it. Last episode.
Who is the best Power Ranger?
Best Power Ranger.
You're taking way too long.
I'm gonna say Billy, man.
What? No. I'm
gonna say Billy, bro.
No.
So this is the last episode?
No. There is no way Four Eyes Billy is the best Power Ranger.
He the smartest one, ain't it? Or that's that's what they have you believe.
Listen, we know it's Tommy. Tommy is the ultimate Power Ranger. Ultimate. Listen, obviously you got the whole Power Ranger Ninja and what's on TV now. Nah, I'm talking original.
Hold on. Tommy was the green one, right?
Yeah.
Who was the white one?
Tommy. It's the same person.
Oh, for real?
That's what I'm saying. So
I can't remember it, bro. I can't remember it. I remember there's a Green Ranger and then there's a white one with the black little vest on it with the gold trim.
Tommy came in as a Green Ranger and, excuse the English slang, I don't know if you got in America, he duppied the whole team. Like they were finished, and then they basically turned him good. He became the White Ranger. Listen, I know in the last comments of the last episode, our best friend Thom was talking about, Power Rangers, and he's got a TikTok talking about it and stuff like that. We both said it's the Green Ranger / White Ranger. Tommy is the best Power Ranger.
I wasn't one of them named Kim. Was she the yellow one or the pink one?
Yeah. So it was.
What was the other chick name?
No, Kimberly was. I think Kimberly was the pink one actually.
See, look at you. You don't know either.
No, because the thing is, all I know is that the Yellow Ranger died.
So now you searching. See, I didn't have to Google nothing, bro. You over here searching now. Hey, look, man. Look. We got a special show today. You already know, man. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. And today we have a guest. And we said we're going to bring more fans on. We're going to try to chop it up with y'all every week, try to get a new fan in here, or every other week. You know what I'm saying? It's for the fans, by the fans, so we got to have the fans. So this one fan in particular, cannot wait to chop it up with this man. It's I have so many questions for him, but if you're a listener of Go Time Dolphins, then you know who this person is. He is the winner of the Javon Holland giveaway, goes by Gabriel Garcia, aka Mike McDrip. Where we at? McDrip.
How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Excited to be here. I was telling Kadeem, I'm checking my pulse. 97. 97 right now.
Listen, I can get rid of you so quickly right now. Like, we're not coming on here and doing check your post talk. Like, again, like, I'm banning it. Like, all these other shows, check your post. We're down with the times. Let's be like, I like to be original here. Like,
what you mean? It's originally the Dolphin stuff. We gotta ride with it, bro. It's ours. It's original. Check your post, bro.
So if Mike McDaniel would like check your post and jump off a bridge, would you all do it?
No. What we're saying is the Dolphins have claimed it. You know what I'm saying? No other team in the league can say check your post. But look, we got a show, man. We're being rude. McDrip, Gabriel Garcia. Which one do you prefer, Mike McDrip or Gabriel Garcia?
So my Twitter handle is actually at Miamikid88, and then once we got Mike McDaniel, I changed it to Mike McDrip. So it's Mike McDrip at Miamikid88. You can call me Gabe. I feel like we've gotten to know each other through DMs and also through Twitter and whatnot. So Gabe Garcia. That's where I go.
So help us out. How did you start listening to Go Time Dolphins? How did you find the show?
Yes, good question. Through Dolphins Talk. When you guys did the joint episode with them this a couple months ago, and then you had Javon Holland on, obviously, and then hook, line, sinker. You guys got me. So I've been watching been trying to catch up from previous ones, but I think I've seen pretty much every single one since that Dolphins Talk mashup. And
which because I think Kadeem was on Dolphins Talk a couple times. I know Dolphins Talk came on the Go Time platform. Do you know which one it was when Dolphins Talk?
It was maybe around January, February. It was this year of 2022. So
you know which one that was, Kadeem?
So was that the one who was the two of us and then Aaron and
I think that was it. Yeah,
it was right after the Brian Flores fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That was a hot episode, and obviously there was
so you got
going on and whatnot. So I appreciate
you got a Robert Hunt t-shirt, right?
Yeah, I have the Robert Hunt. I represent. It's a little cold here in North Carolina, so I'm representing Doug, and I got a couple other Patch 5 shirts. But yeah, I got the Robert Hunt.
Bro, I remember seeing you on Twitter, and this is before we knew you were Gabriel Garcia.
That's right.
I seen you on Twitter, and I was like, "Yo, that's a dope Robert Hunt show." Shout out to friend of the podcast, Robert Hunt. And you had his shirt, and he was scoring on the 1 yard line. It's still a touchdown in my book. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, where you got that shirt from? And that was from what I remember. That was the first time me and you interacted.
Yeah, and I was at that game. That was the Ravens game, Veterans Day game. Both my father and I are vets, so my now fiance, that was her first Dolphin game. So we scheduled that game. We didn't even. we're probably gonna lose this game. The whole Tua's gonna start. We're on the way to the game, and I'm like, oh man, he's not gonna start. And then he came in, and it was awesome. It was a great victory, and obviously that play. So once Patch Vibes made that, I gotta buy it, and I'll buy it.
For sure. Hey, we thank you for your service, you and your old boy, man. For real. What's you got, Kadeem?
So you share some special company, I guess. So the first fan we had on was Chris Adams, and Chris Adams found us via Dolphins Talk as well.
Nice.
So for me, my question is, are you going to now set up your own YouTube channel and just completely destroy the Twitter Dolphins YouTube thing? Because Chris Adams came on, he's now El Capitan, the Fins tailgate. So it's me asking you, or me kind of telling you, you now have to start your own YouTube channel and basically completely blow up.
I hope so. I mean, if I could get, I know there's Charlotte has a good team or a good fan base, but I'm a little bit further west in the Asheville area. So, hey, whatever gets fans going together and talking. I know Dolphins Twitter could seem like a civil war sometimes, but it's awesome when we gang up and go against other fan bases and and then obviously Dolphin YouTubers like you guys and Doug. I mean, the content and the conversations more than anything make it awesome. We
appreciate that, man. Hey, so let me ask you something. The Javon Holland giveaway comes up, and you like, bro, I'm trying to get a shot at these snowman cleats autograph. When you watch the episode and you found out that you were the winner, what was going through your head? Like, what was that like when you watched the episode?
I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but once you guys have said that, I'm like, I'm going to win this. I was just like, I'm going to win it. I'm going to win it. And I was, listening every time. I had it on a sticky note. So I had every answer written down, double checked everything, make sure I had it right. And then as soon as you guys put it out, I was like, all right. Emailed you guys, sent the screenshot, all that stuff, because I was like, I'm going to win these cleats. I'm going to do it. And then I win and I hear my name and I'm like shocked. I was like, I did it. That's me. And they're like, hey, that's dude from the comments, and I was like, it's my friends, my family, like, I won these cleats. Look, snipping the clip. So my dad's always proud of me, and then hearing our name, oh, Garcia. So I'm pretty sure he probably cried or something. So it was just excitement.
Did you hear that, Kadeem?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Spoke it into existence.
Yeah,
that's the positivity. You see the power of being positive? He spoke it into existence. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna win these, and came home with the gold, bro. That's how positive you got to start being positive, Kadeem.
Okay, one, I've become a lot more positive. Two, do you know that giveaway nearly didn't happen because a certain someone on this show was going to keep those cleats? That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. I was going to keep them, but I was like, yo, I mean, bro, listen, all the way up to me sending them out, I'm like, man, these things are leaving the crib. You know what I'm saying?
We literally had a conversation. And Charlie was like, are you telling me I could have kept them? I was like, yes, you could have kept them. Like, if you keep them, I can't do nothing about it. So I basically had to say, listen, you could have kept them, but let's give them away. Let's give back to the Dolphins community. Because it's last year was our first year on YouTube, and I think you commented on like nearly every single episode, and that interaction both on YouTube and Twitter, it's in our tagline, for the fans, by the fans, and we want to give back to fans. We want to chat to fans. It's something which we want to hear your opinions. We're not always going to agree, but you've already come on there and said check your post. I already dislike you a bit, but it is what it is. There's nothing more I can do. And you said, you said you're in your man cave. You got the Marino jersey, you got the Taylor jersey, but also you're a true. Would you call them like Miamians or like what do you call it? I don't know.
I mean, we got South Floridian, but I mean, you a fan. You a fan. I got a question, bro. Did you unbox the cleats yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
man.
ready.
Hey, look, drum roll.
They taped up. I've been gone for training, and I've been dying. My fiance was like,
hold on, before you unbox them, tell everybody. All right, so you won. I know there was a dialogue between me and you because we had to time it up because you were going to some type of training. What type of training were you going to?
Yeah, I'm in the North Carolina National Guard. I've been in total 10 years. So I had like about 3 weeks of training. And then I got a week off. Then I got to go for another like 2 weeks of training. So I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to get home on Easter. It's already going to be here. I already got Javon Holland rookie card, Jalen Waddle rookie card. So when I came home yesterday, it was like Christmas. So
the box waiting for you.
Oh yeah, it's been calling my name. I told you.
Hey man, go ahead and unbox them, bro.
All right, ready?
Let's do it.
I got an orange knife and everything.
Javon Holland giveaway winner, Gabriel Garcia, unboxing the autographed snowman cleats.
What would you do if you opened it and it was just like a note saying sorry, like there's no cleats in there?
Gotcha. It's like someone sniped them at the post office.
It would have been you, Charlie. Like there's
chill. Bro, my heart would stop. Heart would stop.
In the orange Nike box.
All right. Yeah. Matter of fact.
All right, here we go.
So yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, he's literally opening the box right now.
Woo! Oh, they're definitely game worn. There's some grass on them.
Hey,
they be looking clean.
Oh.
Clean on both sides, both
of them autographed.
Definitely
Check you
worn. Out. Awesome. Thank you guys.
No problem, man.
With the number 8 snowman.
Shout out to Javon Holland for donating the cleats so we could give them away here on Go Time Dolphins. Shout out to the winner, Gabriel Garcia.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Javon. You guys are the best. Truly. Oh, there you go. Look, number 8. Right there.
Yeah, those.
Man, these are sweet.
Hey, well, I'm excited for you. I feel like I just got them. I feel like I want them. Oh, man.
Wow.
That's incredible. You know, Kadeem, I caught you. You said if you're watching on YouTube, he's unboxing the cleats. If they're watching on YouTube, they can see him unboxing the cleats.
See, again,
if you're listening on the podcast version, check us out on YouTube. Give us a share, like, and subscribe. But look, man, Gabe is still showing out the cleats. I love it. Hey, listen, man. If y'all could give us a 5-star review on iTunes, we appreciate you. If you like the content, if you rock with us, a 5-star review will go a long way, man. Gabriel Garcia just unboxes Javon Holland cleats. We got another giveaway coming up. We got a couple giveaways coming up, man. But y'all could be like, shout out to Donald Harper, I think his name was. He won the Jakeem Grant Game War gloves. Jakeem Grant actually scored like 2 touchdowns that game. Took a kickback, had over 100 yards receiving. It was like Jakeem Grant's best game ever as a Dolphin. He won those gloves. Now we got the Javon Holland giveaway winner on the podcast. He got the cleats. Man, go time Dolphins. I love it. Like when we started this podcast, I had no idea I'd be happy for people to win giveaways that we had no idea we were going to do.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You came on there and said, the 3 words I don't want to hear. Check your pulse. So I guess, as a Dolphin fan, how have you found the off season so far? Dating back to the Flores firing, the McDaniel hiring, and kind of going through free agency, Hill, all that kind of stuff. How have you found it? What's your thoughts and feelings on the whole thing?
It's exciting. And I listened to the Charlie, you were with Aaron and Josh. I listened to it yesterday driving back, and I think it was Aaron's wife who said, like, don't you guys always get excited every offseason?
Yeah.
And it's true. As Dolphin fans, I mean, my expectation every year is Super Bowl. Since my first game I went to in 1998 at Pro Player Stadium, Marino threw 3 touchdowns to OJ, McDuffie. My expectations is every year Super Bowl. So this year, Super Bowl. Obviously, I've been disappointed every year since I've been a fan, but this year is something different. I feel like we're truly developing a full team versus in other years, it's like, okay, the defense is going to win us this one, or the offense is going to win us. When we have Marino and high-powered offense, we're going to have to air it out. I feel like this year we're McDaniel, Boyer, and all the staffs and the coaches. I mean, we got Sam Madison, Pat Surtain, Wes Walker. Like they're creating a full team that can compete. And now it's not a rebuild. It was a remodel. Remodeling the kitchen so we can cook. And that offense is set to cook. And the defense is staying about pretty much the same. And just excited to see a full team. I feel like there's very few games where, you could look back and like that was a team win. I think this past year, I would say that maybe the Panthers game, which shout out to my second. I got to represent North Carolina.
Yeah,
now.
you in Carolina, you said you in Asheville, right?
What's up?
You said you're in Asheville right now?
Asheville, yeah, North Carolina. So I represent the Panthers a little bit. But yeah, I mean, that was like a full team win. You had the defense, special teams, and that was against one of the number 1 defenses. And that to me is what I would like to see this season coming up is it's not just on the defense, not just on the offense, 3 phases of the game, win and dominate.
Off-season moves where it feels like every year the Dolphins win the offseason. Yeah. But this year it feels like it's a little bit more than just winning the offseason. I like what you said about it's a whole team. It's 3 phases. When you look at what we're going up against in the AFC, Devontae Adams just came to the AFC. Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson just came to the AFC. It's not the same AFC of last year. And the past 2 years, we've come up 1 game short of the playoffs. What makes you feel like we can make that leap now to compete with a harder conference than the past 2 years?
Well, one, don't start 1-7. So we were like, oh, Tua couldn't win that. Tua missed the playoffs. So I was like, no, we missed the playoffs by going 1-7. So that 7-game win streak was awesome. It was nice to ride it, but ride that wave, but just don't start 1-7. Start strong. Start strong. I know the schedule is not out yet, but we already know who we're going to be playing. The away games at home. Dominate at home. I think that's being born and raised in South Florida, being at those 1:00 games, burning it up at Pro Player Stadium. Having that roof and having that shade on the Dolphins side. I mean, those are all tactics that we need to use. I mean, we need to at least. I think we have less home games than away games because of the whole 17 games. So I say go maybe lose 1 or 2 at home. Like make teams feel like they're playing in Miami. They're selling out tickets. Went to that Ravens game, I felt like we were in Baltimore until the Dolphins made a play and they were quiet, and then Dolphin fans were louder. So make teams not want to play in Miami. We don't like. I've always wanted to go to that Buffalo game in a way, but that's where that home field advantage takes place, especially now in the AFC East or the AFC in total, where Russell Wilson's in Denver now. Playoff season comes, we might going to have to go play in Denver. It's going to be cold. So use the elements, use the fan base to really help dominate. And then when it's away, just like Tua said, act like you've been there before. I love that. I love that line. I feel like that should have been the one that made national headlines. But he's been there before. National championship, loud stadium. So I have faith in Tua that he's gonna do well, excel. It's just sparking, getting that offense to jive, and that way when it does push come to shove, when it is those fourth quarter matchups and game winning drives, they can do it.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned QB1 Tua. Obviously you don't have to answer the question because it really does start a massive discourse. But are you pro Tua, against Tua? Have you always been that?
Now, hold on. That's not how you ask a guest. You gotta give them a like, bro. You gotta be a little bit more PC. You gotta be like, so how you feel about our quarterback? How you feel about Tua? So it's not a pressure point question, Kadeem. You gotta be more polite than that. How you feel about Tua? Are you pro Tua or are you anti Tua?
I said you don't have to answer this question. Like that's me not trying to be a journalist. Like I can journalist this up, and
but you put him in a hard spot by asking that way. You could just be like, hey, how you feel about the quarterback? That's it. How you feel about Tua?
Not for that.
So let me see the shot. See that spot right there?
Yeah,
that's waiting for a Tua jersey.
See, I got
Marino there, and look, I got my in that corner. Got a football signed by Tua. Got his rookie coin next to the greatest of all time, Dan Marino, and all the other greatest. So, yeah, I've been on the Tua train since we got him. I feel like he's obviously there's room for improvement. There's inconsistencies there. There's some throws that obviously led to interceptions, and but what I love about him is when he makes that mistake, it fires him up and he goes and wins or goes and scores or gives us a chance that we can't go back and be like, we lost because he just threw that pick six, or he lost because he threw that interception. He comes back from it. And I think at a young, and you got to think he hasn't had a full season. And yes, he's had his injuries, mainly because, the big one was the ribs because of, let's be honest, Jesse Davis was like that. So, some of the coaching decisions there were, highly questionable. So I don't think it's unwarranted. I mean, all the other young quarterbacks, I don't even think he should have played probably his rookie season. Just let him learn, let him heal, let him get better, let him understand the system. All right, if we're winning or we're getting our butts kicked, all right, let him go in and get a few reps in. But yeah, I mean, I support him both as a player and then as a person. I mean, who cannot root for this guy? His Tua Foundation doing all those things for the communities, not just in South Florida, Alabama, Hawaii. His faith, family. I come from faith and family, or faith, family, and football. That's what we did on Sundays. Praying the Dolphins win. So I support him. That's QB1 right there. And yeah, this is a big year for him. Obviously, like there is obviously, I want to be a realistic because this is the NFL. We've had 20 something quarterbacks since Marino left us, retired. So I just never been that excited since Marino for a quarterback. And I've never seen that much talent as well. And again, room for improvement. There's a lot of room for improvement, but I feel like through coaching, more weapons, more time, more protection, which obviously they've been addressing this offseason. We're going to see Tua cook. Chef Tua right there.
Chef it up.
Chef it
so what you alluded to about the home field advantage with the sun and having the awning cover us on the home side and then the visitor side being exposed to extreme heats, it's like it is no way you can describe it. So when you come down as a team from Buffalo and you come down in September and play that game in South Florida, you're already acclimated. If you're a Dolphin, you've been practicing down here, you've been training down here. If you come down in December and you're in New York, Buffalo, or Baltimore, one of the northern states that we have to play this year, cities that we have to play this year, you come down in December, November, where it may have been 50 degrees, 40, 30 degrees, and you come to this humidity in Florida still in December, it's still home field advantage. But where we're at a disadvantage is it's Miami. Everybody and their mom wants to come to Miami. So they choose, our team is playing against Miami, we're going to that game. So it's almost like Vegas, how, if I'm going to a Raiders game, like if I go to a Dolphins game and it's a away game, we might as well wait till they go to Vegas so we can live it up in Vegas. So that's how I think the opposing teams look at us. And that's why, New York is like almost like another New York down here when the Jets come and they're always Jet fans. One of the biggest rivalries of Miami. What game are you looking forward to the most? I believe we got Burrow this year. We got Herbert this year.
Typically, it's one that I'd like to go to. Let's see, being in North Carolina, but just overall, I think, honestly, just a Herbert, just so that people, we played them the rookie year, but then again, and the defense just made Herbert. I mean, they annihilated him. So, probably the Burrow, because again, it's the narratives, it's the headlines, is we got Tua versus all these other ones, and I actually would probably like that one. So Cincinnati, I almost said San Diego, Chargers, and I mean McDaniel going back to San Francisco and playing the Niners. I think that's going to be a really good one to watch. Hopefully, it'll be on prime time. Either Sunday night or Monday night, Thursday night, because I think that'll be really interesting to see what McDaniel does against his former team. Shanahan versus McDaniel.
I know there was a lot of coaches that were in conversation to come to Miami. How did you feel about the McDaniel hire?
It was good. He was definitely one of my top three. I had was it Brian Dable? Probably number one, and then when the Giants got their manager, I was like, okay, yeah, that's too easy. He's gonna go there. But Patterson, I think that would have been would have been nice to have someone with, head coaching experience. I think that initially when Brian Flores got fired, we were just kind of, everyone was in shock, whether you agree with it or not. Was like, wow, okay, so then what are we going to do? So I think the more logical answer would have been, hey, bring somebody in with experience who's been to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. So Doug Peterson or Patterson?
Doug Peterson.
Peterson, thank you. I think for me would have made sense, and then he went to Jacksonville. So then, hearing about Mike McDaniel, definitely watching that NFC Championship, seeing his offense, knowing that he was a candidate to be the offensive coordinator last year.
Right.
So he kind of hit the radar already. I think if we were, he was probably the best guy for, and now seeing his personality, seeing how he is, seeing how already the culture in Miami with the Dolphins and the defensive players are saying they're excited and there's a new vibe. I think they got the right guy. Thank God that Dolphins front office do not listen to Dolphin Twitter GMs. So
what's you got, Kadeem?
Talking about Dolphins Twitter GMs and stuff, we made that monumental trade for Tyreek Hill. Again, your thoughts and feelings around that, and I guess my follow-up question will be depending on what you say, but your thoughts and feelings behind the Tyreek Hill trade.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Kadeem, because I had no idea about his legals and the child abuse, and I had zero clue until you posted something. I think it was on Twitter. So thank you for that, because that to me, and I'll be real honest, because if we were going to get Watson, I was like, I can't cheer for the Dolphins. So then we get Hill, and then you start talking about his past and what he's done and what he actually admitted to. And that was another gut check. Like, well, I wasn't gonna go root for the Dolphins because of Watson. Now, how about Hill? So it was part of it. It took away the excitement, but it had to. It was the reality of it. So obviously, here I'm rooting for the Dolphins this year, but I think, like how you said, I root for the Dolphins, but I don't have to go buy his jersey. I don't have to, root for the person. And which again, there's still that second incident that happened, I think, a couple years ago with the son breaking his arm, things like that. So it makes it gut wrenching a little bit to think, we spend this money, we root for these players, obviously they're making a lot of money, and then you got to think of the person and the person, the quality of the person versus the performance of the player. So
I think where football and basketball differ is 53 men on a starting roster, right?
Yeah.
So for everyone who listens to this podcast, I don't even mention the name of the quarterback in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not making any comparisons, but as a fan by itself, there's probably only one person that I can't root for, and that's number 12 in Tampa. If he ever came to Miami, it would be very, very, very difficult to compartmentalize going for my team and having someone on my team who I don't want. And obviously, again, I'm not making any comparisons about who they are and character. It's just, as a fan, I have a right to refusal, and a right to go for my team. So I can understand when people say, yeah, it's going to be hard to go for someone and I don't want them on my team and stuff like that. Because this, like, although I don't want 12 on my team, when we score a touchdown, it's not going to be, 12 scored a touchdown. It's going to be, we're winning. We're doing something. So as fans, I think it's it don't have to be so much so on the person, but it's still a team. It's the name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back.
Yeah, and I think because I genuinely did not see this conversation going here. And, before we press record, Charlie said that what you see is what you get. Me and Charlie we're going to talk about the recap of Tua's fish tank interview, and then spend 5 minutes talking about Power Rangers, because that's just what it's the whole idea behind this was two friends just chatting, the conversations you will have in a London bar or a South Florida pub. No, London pub, South Florida bar. Sorry,
this guy.
Again, like London have bars and pubs. It's such an annoying thing. But I think you mentioned the quarterback, he's now in Cleveland, and we brought in Reuben Foster for a workout that didn't go nowhere. And I remember kind of like after people kind of saying, well, all those people that didn't want Watson and were going to leave Miami but wanted Reuben Foster and all that kind of stuff. And the whole thing is that I even said that at the time, if Watson is cleared legally and the Dolphins then sign him, I still, I'd probably stay. I just won't like the move. There's a difference between bringing someone in who is literally going through all these legal proceedings and you saying, we don't care whether he's guilty or not guilty, and then bringing someone in after the fact, whether they've admitted it or not, but it's gone through a legal court or there wasn't enough evidence to go through a legal court. So the person we are bringing in is not guilty. He's not innocent. He's just not guilty as a law. So, yeah, I think, listen, I would never tell anyone how they can and can't support the Miami Dolphins. And we've all got players who, for various reasons, we kind of don't want to see in Miami. But, yeah, I'm sure there will be a time where there's going to be a quick throw to Hill and he's going to run 90 yards and score a touchdown. And, in that moment, we're going to forget that it's him and we're going to cheer because we're fans, we're fanatics. It can be very interesting. But yeah, I literally did not see this conversation going here when I asked that question. But
hey, Gabe, were you a Dolphin fan your whole life? Since
day
you're
one.
from Miami?
Yeah, since day I think this is from when I was a baby. Signed.
Wow.
So yeah.
Who signed it?
Oh, I got a bunch of players. Jason Taylor's fading away a little bit.
Yeah.
I would take it to the games. Obviously, South Florida is going to rain. So
yeah.
I think one of the rain games actually might have been, it's been quite a few games that rained. So it got messed up. But yeah, I got Jason Taylor up there, Dan Marino, bunch of players. So I was born into it. My parents got married in '85. So that was a pretty good year for the Dolphins. They went to Super Bowl, and I was born in '88. And about when I was 10, understand the game of football, went to our first game as a family, and they said, I remember Marino, OJ McDuffie, 3 touchdowns, broke the 400 mark for TDs, and it was a 4:00 game against New Orleans, and sunset. It was just perfect, and so we've always tried to make it to at least one a year, and then if we make the playoffs and they're at home, we go to it. So, and then I joined the Army, moved to North Carolina. We would still even try to go at least once a year. So before I deployed, we were at the Halloween game that went into overtime against
against the Bengals.
Against the Bengals, yeah.
The walk-off sack.
Yes,
bro.
It was on our side,
bro.
Were you there?
No. That's like there's not even like that is my favorite memory of the Dolphins, a walk-off sack in overtime to end the game.
Yep.
On Halloween. Shout out to Cam Wade.
Yep. It was awesome. So
you were at that game.
Yep. That was right before I deployed in 2013. Yeah. So that was, and then when I got back from deployment, I went and we beat the Patriots at home. So that was pretty sweet. So even though, like I said, I live in North Carolina, been in North Carolina for almost the past 10 years. We try to make it to, Heat, Dolphins, Marlins, support the home team. For my birthday this year, my fiance, she got tickets to the Heat Hornets game that went to double overtime. So that was awesome. So we support the home team, even when we're away.
Can I just say very quickly? So
yeah,
again, on this show, we've kind of got this thing where if the Dolphins reach the Super Bowl this season, LB can't go.
Can't
LB can't go. And the chances are I probably wouldn't go because I'm owing to Dolphins live games. But I think it's fair to say that Mr. Mike McDrip, Gabe Garcia, is 100% allowed to go because
we might have to get the ticket.
Yeah, because the chances are it's going to be an epic moment which the Dolphins win. And if anything, if you can't get a ticket and LB gets a ticket, that ticket's yours.
It's yours, all yours, bro.
All yours.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we about to get into bonus time. We got the winner of the Javon Holland giveaway here. He's at Miamikid88 on Twitter. He's holding up the cleats right now if you're listening to the audio version. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Gabe Garcia, aka Mike McDrip. Hey, y'all come on over to bonus time. Hey, Mr. Garcia, we appreciate you and your dad for y'all service and serving the country, man. Come on over to bonus time. We're gonna top it up a little bit more. Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative for Kadeem Simmons. I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Charlie, you're really struggling with that, aren't you?
No, man. Man. Hey, I didn't mention the I said for Kadeem Simmons. I should have said for Kadeem Simmons and Gabe Garcia.
I didn't realize it was prop season again.
What you mean prop season?
No, there it is. Yes. That's an epic story also, by the way. You said you got it at a pub?
Yeah, so I finished work one night and now I can't find my glasses. Oh well. Yeah, I finished work one night and London culture is you head to the pub. So I went to the pub and this bearhead was just there. And the people that had it didn't want it. And I was like, 100% I'll take it. Like you never know when you're going to need a bearhead, but I now have a bearhead. And I kept on thinking, like, where is it? Because I know for a fact I didn't throw it away. It's at my son's house. It's now back here. He's not getting it back. I still don't know. Like, you watch and listen to the show. Where would you like to see this bearhead make its appearance?
Definitely. Are you going to go to any of the London games this year?
I'm not sure. And again, if I do, I'll probably go as media. I wouldn't go as a fan.
Because that would be pretty awesome to see in the stands.
And it'll be super hot too.
Yeah, this like
oh yeah. Or at least for like, or press conference. Can you wear that for like the press conference for the London games? You're definitely getting a lot of questions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be, they'll be like, okay, what's this guy doing? I have to ask why the bearhead. Yeah. It'll probably work for Bears press conference.
There you go.
Outside of that, I can imagine them just going, dude, get out. This isn't a YouTube show, just leave and stuff like that. But also very quickly, before we get into the bonus time stuff. Did you watch?
I thought this was the bonus time stuff.
Yeah, but until we talk Dolphins bonus time. Did you watch Power Rangers growing up?
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna chime in. I'm with Charlie, Billy.
You feel me? I know I wasn't tripping. Tripping.
We're getting camp. That blue's my favorite color, and for Halloween growing up, it was nerdy. I mean,
we get it done. Shout out to the Nerd Squad, Geek Squad.
No, listen.
We get it done.
Hold on. I don't in the nicest way possible. I'm probably the biggest nerd here. Like from my Batman tattoos,
Star Wars and Dolphins. There we go.
Like,
Chewy.
Look at these two. If y'all listening to the audio, these boys got Star Wars props.
Yeah, like it's needed, but dude, it's Tommy. Like, do you know what? I keep on saying to him we're going to get him on the podcast.
He kept changing
because he was that good. Listen, like Tom, I know you're listening. Tom, jump on the podcast and 100% me and Tom against you two. We can have like a back and forth. Who's the best Power Ranger? All that kind of stuff. Okay, so the draft is literally like a week or two away. Have no first, second round picks. What would you're in the war room with Chris Greer and Mike McDaniel. You know, you're all checking your posters. What's the move you're gonna make in the draft? You know, how would you like to see the Dolphins attack this draft?
I think if I was there, definitely, probably trade. Try to see the combine, maybe move up to the second if they see someone they really like. Yeah, just pretty much trade and see if we can move up to the second round. If they can't, probably best available. I know James Cook, Dalvin Cook's little brothers, from Miami, done the workout with Nick at Perform and did a workout with the Dolphins. So I feel like he's definitely on the radar. Some are saying third or fourth. So if they do end up sticking with their third or fourth, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'd probably be pretty happy to have Cook, another running back, to develop. I think, when you get these third and fourth round picks, they may not be a week one starter, but there could also be your development players for the future. Hey, learn this system. We see you have some of the skills that we want, that we're interested in. So I feel like he could be developmental. I know a lot of people, Dolphins Twitter, GMs, wanting a linebacker. So I feel like defense were pretty good. I don't know. I don't mess with something that's, and I know there's still obviously room for improvements because again, we did go 1-7.
Yeah.
And there was a flip of a switch somewhere on the defense. No one knows what it was, who was officially called, well, Boyer said he had kept calling the plays, but we all know that there are speculations and drama between who was actually calling the plays last year when we went on that 7-game win streak. So I don't really see us going too heavy on defense. The biggest piece, offensive lineman, that we struggled last year. So I could see them taking another offensive lineman in the draft again to develop, either for injuries or for the future, to understand the system and keep the ball rolling.
So Chase Edmonds is signed for 2 years, but he only has 1 year of guaranteed money. I believe his second year is not guaranteed. Then we have Raheem Mostert, who's only signed for this year. And then you also have Savon Ahmed, who's only signed for this year. And I believe, friend of the podcast, 40 Acres and a Hellcat, Myles Gaskin. This is a contract year for him. So there will be a running back at it, 1,000,000%. Whether we draft a running back, whether we sign one unrestricted or not unrestricted, undrafted free agents, someone just walks in, like, we're going to add another running back. So I could see James Cook in that conversation. You about to say something?
What happened with Philip Lindsay? I thought on one of the Dolphins Twitter, the actual media, I'm pretty sure I saw him running sprints. Is he still in?
I mean, let's fact check, stat check. Kadeem's going to get us right real quick. But we got Two Shades 24 episode coming out next. It's the next episode is Two Shades 24. We're going to talk about all the hidden gems in the draft. We're going to talk about who's going to go where, what the Dolphins should or shouldn't do. Should we move up? Should we move back? And we're going to get you right for the draft coming up, 2022 NFL draft. Two Shades 24 is the next episode. Kadeem is still fact checking, stat checking with Philip Lindsay.
It's, as far as I know and as far as I can see, he's a free agent. He hasn't been picked up.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I believe he's a free agent, and I'm pretty sure he is. And when you're a free agent, it's cool to work out with teams, or with players from teams. So you're still in the conversation, and he's local. how do you like front office gets to say, oh well, how do you feel about him? And well, he's still down here, let's bring him in type stuff. And you have relationships. So if you played on a team like the Dolphins before, you probably have relationships in the building as opposed to somewhere that you've never been, like Green Bay. So he's not going to go out to Green Bay just to play with guys he hasn't played with when he has a relationship down here. So now we officially have Gabe Garcia was at the walk-off sack game Halloween.
Yes.
Sherrod Steve was at Tua's first pass,
Nice.
Tua's first game as a Dolphin. He came in against the Jets. Sherrod Steve was also at the 1-15 game when Cleo Lemon scored through the touchdown pass to Greg Camarillo.
Yep.
And my brother was at the Miracle in Miami. So we just got an epic cast on Go Time Dolphin, people who been around for some epic moments as Dolphin fans.
Wasn't Ricky Watson at Tua's first game in college as well?
Yeah, but he wasn't a Dolphin yet, could he?
Yeah, but like he's seen into the future. He knew.
You see how this man be reaching? That was a reach.
I'm trying to give props to all our fans, but it's fine.
That was a reach, bro.
That's cool. It's what I do. The company. You know what? Reach.
Oh, my
That's awesome.
That's becoming a thing. That's gonna be like
there you go. When someone says something, reach.
Yeah, reach.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on, bro. I'm glad you got the key cleats. I'm glad you like them.
I can't believe
I'm glad nobody didn't pinch them at UPS before you got there. Like I would have been sour for you.
My dad retired UPS driver, and 30-something years I was his driver helper. I said that was the best job I ever had. Was him hustling through the streets of South Florida delivering packages, and through that he was able to meet Jason Taylor. Because Jason Taylor Foundation, UPS are real close. So he got that autograph ball. Trace Armstrong, Richmond Webb, Brian Cox. He's delivered all kinds of stuff to them, and I got signatures from all of them. So yeah, no, UPS, trust in UPS.
Hey, before we go, tell everybody where they can find you.
I am at Miamikid88 on Twitter, aka Mike McDrip. Shout out to also the Fins or Die podcast. I won the pick'ems, and I was just gleaming that week. I got Javon Holland cleats. I won $75 in the pick'ems. I mean, so shout out to you to all the other Dolphin podcasters and YouTubers. You guys are putting out great content. And yeah, like if you want to follow more stuff, I pretty much just share memes, and every now and then I come up with something funny like weapons of fast destruction or
bro. You know what? Hey, we was on our way out, but how'd you come up with weapons of fast destruction?
Honestly, I was probably on the toilet twittering away, and it just came up, and I was like, "Weapons of fast destruction, just send it." So, yeah,
bro,
that's your way on the toilet. The great ideas.
That's the office. That's the office. That's it right there, bro.
Oh,
I appreciate you coming on, bro.
All right, yeah, you guys are truly for the fan by the fans. Thank you guys so much. God bless you guys. Hopefully, we'll see each other one day, either in South Florida or all the way in the UK. But I'd love to meet you guys in person. Fins up.